Yo, what's up? It's Kountry K,
Yeah, it's Jay the People.
and you're now experiencing the podcast.
Hey, how you doing, my man?
Good, bro. What's up with you?
You already know. Everything's always looking up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's been a wild couple of days. Playoffs, and you know what I'm saying, and then just everything people got going on in their personal lives.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, the food, but in more not surprising news of people doing some extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? I know people have been hearing about the two black men that got arrested in Starbucks in Philly. For literally doing what everybody does in Starbucks, like low key, almost what Starbucks advertises for people to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In their establishments, they pretty much welcome it with open arms for the most part. You know what I'm saying? At least they try to get that illusion. You know what I mean? Unless you're two black men. You know what I'm saying? Like I've heard stories of bums coming, like bums. They not pressing homeless people for not buying nothing but sitting in Starbucks posted, chilling. You know what I'm saying? These two young men were sitting in there just waiting for a friend. Told them that they were waiting for a friend. You know what I mean? Like, what else? They were waiting for a friend. You know what I mean? They asked could they use the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? They didn't buy anything. I don't even say they should have done anything. If it was me, I'd have got some water, because I just love getting the water at Starbucks. But, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't do nothing, though. They didn't need to do anything. They didn't need to change anything that they were doing. You know what I'm saying? But and they say, we're waiting for a friend. You know what I mean?
Bro, honestly, I think that's some bullshit.
Bro, like, you
complete
can't...
bullshit, because,
Oh, my gosh.
like, there's no reason. Like, even if they waiting for a friend and they waiting all that time, like, what if the friend was probably, like, taking them to Starbucks for the first time and they never been to Starbucks, and they just completely turned them off Starbucks?
I didn't even consider that. Because they said as soon as the police came and they were getting handcuffed and taken out, their friend
Showed
walked
up.
up. You know what I'm saying? Showed up. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
So,
like, I don't know who the friend was. I didn't see who the friend. I don't know if it was what.
the friend was of the hue, and nobody would say nothing to. You feel me?
Yeah. He was one of us, I'm guessing.
You know what I mean?
You know?
No, the friend basically was the inside of your hand, my brother.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They still took them boys to the.
They was already handcuffed. They got you in cuffs. They taking you now.
Yeah,
At this point, they taking you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
because honestly, I can't think of too many cats that I know that would be telling me to go meet them in Starbucks.
bruh, if I meet somebody at Starbucks, I'm in the parking lot anyway.
Yeah,
Like, I wouldn't sit in that place. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that.
yeah, like I don't even really go sit in Starbucks like that and chill, even though I know they got the Wi-Fi popping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, unless I'm with certain people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not even somewhere I've never. And I like to write. You know what I mean? Like, and I've never even considered going to go sit in the Starbucks and just posting up and pulling the laptop out.
Never.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that was like no way. But so yeah, I didn't even think about that. They could have been trying Starbucks for the first time. You know what I'm saying? And it's, man, and they in Philly, man. It is like you can't be like, oh, I see some black people. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised, like, and I'm shook. Like, what are they doing here? You know what I mean? Like, you just come and see them post up in the Starbucks. They like, y'all not order nothing. Like, oh nah, we chilling right now, waiting on a friend.
I bet them same people that called the police on them was celebrating same black people winning the Super Bowl.
Oh man, I bet.
Bet they was out there celebrating it.
I bet. And then they didn't say. I haven't read anything that said how long they were sitting there. You know what I'm saying? How long they were waiting on the friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know that in the videos, some of the white people that was there sitting was like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah.
Like basically like they were sitting there longer than them two brothers was. So why in the world are y'all coming to arrest them? Like, I saw them come in, sit down, post up, chill. You know what I'm saying? And now all of a sudden the police are coming to get them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, based off and talking about the manager called us and they're wondering what you're doing, and they're like, whoa, the manager called, like,
yeah.
What for what? Like, what did they do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they didn't say anything about how long they were sitting there. You know what I'm saying? They haven't had no justification from the manager come out. You know what I mean? Like they're not even putting the manager's face out there like that because they already know. They already know the type of backlash that'll happen. And you know, it's like, don't mess around and let Black Twitter get a hold of some info. No, and it'll be a straight rap ski for them boys. You know what I mean? Cause like,
I mean, they already jumped down their throat, but it's all good.
they did. But, I mean, Starbucks as a whole. But I mean, I'm talking about the individual though.
Yeah.
Like the CEO. The CEO really did him a stupid solid. Like because the video had to go viral, and he had to be saying like Starbucks video going viral, like, cause you know it's 2018. It's
got it real
2018.
quick.
Excuse me. He's getting that. He's getting that. If he ain't getting it, somebody next to him is getting, and they're showing him like, yo, this is happening in Philly. You know what I'm saying? And soon as he seen the video, and he see the white people out with the outrage, he called them next calls like, hey, write something up. Write something up. We got to get in front of this.
You got an hour.
What? Because he jumped out there with the whole statement, with the quickness, like, whole statement, like, whole new training. You know what I'm saying? Like,
blame me.
Yeah, this is not what we. I'm sorry that our training methods have put people in the predicaments to where they need to make these. They feel like they need to make these type of decisions. You know what I'm saying? It's like whole new training. I just seen another article. They closing like, I don't even remember what the number was.
8,000.
8,000 store, closing 8,000 locations just to do training. Like they didn't say if the manager got fired, but buddy. And I kind of gotta give him his props for that a little bit. You know, he jumped out there with the.
He did it pretty quick.
I mean, by the time I seen it, within a couple hours, I saw the whole statement coming out. Usually, I feel like when some wild stuff happen like this, it's the next day. You know what I'm saying? The whole next day. You know what I mean? Buddy jumped out there like, no, that is not what we need
money.
to lose. Yeah, that
need
is not
that money.
Like for white people, y'all holding us down, but we not trying to lose that though.
Boy.
You know what I'm saying? Because black people don't drink coffee like that.
No.
As far as I know.
I mean, I don't go to the coffee like that, but I go for a couple items that I won't name.
Look, I didn't pull up to a Starbucks or two. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I get coffee every now and again, but I ain't finna name what I get. My list.
Look, I done pulled up to a Starbucks or two, you know what I'm saying, and I don't drink coffee. So you know what I'm saying? Like, so he's like, buddy, yeah, he was savvy on that one. Like, no, we do not need to lose that one at all. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but, you know, I just kind of, I don't know if it's the petty side of me that wants to find out what happened to the manager though. How are they disciplined? You know what I'm saying?
I don't even think they fired him.
I mean, I wouldn't think so. I don't think so because.
It was like they probably said it was an honest mistake, shrug it off or whatever.
I can't say because it was a terrible judgment call. I can't necessarily fire you. You know what I mean? Like you've risen up through the ranks to become a manager. You made a terrible judgment call, and like, so now I need to talk to you. Like now I really just kind of figure out what more do I need to find out about you. You know what I mean? That make you make that kind of call like that. I can like there's. It was in Philly.
If they find out they're supremacists, he might.
Yo, yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. You're in Philly. In Philly. Like they didn't say it was no suburb, you know what I mean? Like they said it was in Philly. That couldn't have been the first couple of black guys that have walked through that store. I'm not
100% certain. I think it said downtown Philly though.
Like I thought it did too. You see them black people's there the next day with the quickness protesting. You know what I'm saying? They was there with the quickness, knew exactly where it was at. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that couldn't have been your first two brothers that you didn't seen. Like so for that person, and I don't know why. Just take a wild guess. What do you think the sex of the manager is?
Female.
I don't know why I think it's a female, dog. I don't know why I just have to. I almost called it a her, I almost called the person a her. You know what I'm saying? Just in talking, but I have no clue whether it's a male or a female. For some reason,
they ain't show none of that.
They ain't said nothing. They have kept that person extremely tucked. You know what I mean? Like for all of that to be going down, for them to be having a video, for them to be recording a video, all that. Ain't nobody shooting no video to the manager. Like it was that person right there. Like she's the manager right there. Like you know what I'm saying?
Told to go in the back, stay in the back.
Yeah, probably. You know what I mean? Like
that's the only thing I think of.
That's the only thing I could be thinking of, cause like, and then when it all popped off, like, hey, first I'll take a week or two off of work. You know what I'm saying? Don't come in, lay low. You know what I'm saying?
Probably paid too.
Yeah, we probably paid because you were attempting to do your job. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't necessarily negligence, even though it kind of was. It was very
borderline.
It was borderline, dumb. It was borderline dumb. It was borderline negligence, to be honest with you. Yeah, but like, you know what I mean? Like the kind of that it was, it's trying.
Yeah.
It's trying, but so I don't know. Like I said, I think it's just the petty side of me that kind of wants to find out what happened to him and just find out a little bit more information. We're not going to.
Yeah.
The CEO jumped out there, held it down. You know what I mean? Took all of them. They ate him up. I know they started eating him up too. Like
Yeah,
they wasn't satisfied with that apology. You know what I'm saying? Like they not satisfied with that. So I know he was just started taking all of them shells. You know what I mean? Way no telling how that's gonna affect that location and numbers. And
They numbers are probably gonna go down for sure.
I
For
would
sure.
think.
The people in there, the people in the Starbucks was pissed off, so they probably don't even fuck with that one no more.
I would think.
You know what I'm saying?
I would think. You know what I mean? Like I would think it would do something. Like it's too. I don't know how long the protesters are out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't know how long the protesters are gonna be out there. I don't think that was a 1 day thing. I don't think that was a 1 day thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so that's definitely gonna affect something. But the 8,000 stores thing with the training, that was a nice little flashy number they threw out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They were gonna shut down 8,000 stores.
I wonder how many is in America, to be honest with you.
I thought they said in America.
No, I say I wonder how many like stores total are in America.
Oh, Starbucks.
Yeah. Because then that number would make sense. To, like try to figure out the percentage of them closing down.
I mean, I feel like that's a small percentage. Cause I mean, in the radius that I can think of, I mean, I feel like I see Starbucks within less than miles of each other.
Yeah.
Multiple Starbucks within less than miles of each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when you get to a downtown type of area. You know what I mean? And imagine how many metropolitan areas are in the states alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even imagine.
I feel that.
I can't. I know. I would. Like I said, that's why it's a nice flashy number.
Yeah.
It's a nice flashy number until you really think about it and realize like, oh, that's only like 5% of their stores. You know what I mean? That's like 5% of their locations. You know what I'm saying? In one corner, you know what I mean? Or they might even throw those. Oh no, it's probably gonna be dispersed. You know what I'm saying? It'll probably be dispersed out, but it's like 5% of the locations that they got. You know what I'm saying? That they shut down. So can they bite that 5%? I think they can.
Yeah, for sure.
I
As long as they've been going
can.
and as many people, you know what I'm saying, drink there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it makes sense, bro. Like it
Yeah.
definitely makes sense.
But man, it's just despicable, man, because it's just one thing after another. It's just one thing after another. You know what I'm saying? A thing of just basically I could only describe it almost as sought after. You know what I'm saying? Like they act looking for us. You know what I mean? Like damn near to keeping their eyes on us specifically to try to do something. Damn near, you know what I'm saying? With like, I mean, I don't know the number specifically, but like I can only go off of what they telling me, what they showing me. And you know what I'm saying? Almost like. So I just something just happened in the town I used to live in, Barstow, California. Man, with a partner with my man I grew up with. Deontay Butchie Yarber just got killed by the police in the middle of a Walmart parking lot. You know what I'm saying? Filled the car up, 30 shots. You know what I mean? There's other people in the car with him. You know what I'm saying? Another girl got shot. She got shot. She was actually, man. I don't even know how much I should be putting out there that whole situation, but that has a potential of actually turning out into that girl's favor. She survived. You know what I'm saying? She was shot in the stomach. Depending on some things go, like that could potentially turn back into her favor with the police. You know, doing that excessive force type of things. You know what I'm saying? Like for what he did, for what was going on for the situation, like they always figure out a way to justify it. You know what I'm saying? I've talked to, like I said, this is the town I was just living in. I've looked at news articles now. You know what I mean? I've talked to people now that know everyone that was in the car. I know everyone that was in the car. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it's like I just left there. I was just there a couple months ago. I just seen my man a couple months ago. You know what I'm saying? Since I just came out here. You know what I mean? I just seen that man. I just was running with him. You know what I'm saying? And that was my guy. Man, I always could keep a smile on somebody's face. You know what I mean? But it's like one thing after another, and it's like, you know what I mean? You feel him every single time. You feel him every single time. And it's like, and something I always low key do is I think about the people that are closest. I try to think about people closest to the situations and how the things get shadow, like, you know, and they get put in the public eye. You know what I'm saying? People are putting their names out. I've seen my man's name, and now getting put in the public eye on different social media sites. You know what I'm saying? Like, just off the coverage of the situation. You know what I mean? So I know how it gets put in the public eye. But like I said, I know his family. You know what I'm saying? I know his cousins, his daughters. You know what I mean? Like his cousins is like his brothers. So I'm finna go back down there. You know what I'm saying? In a couple weeks, I'm gonna talk to them. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, I know it's gonna carry. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. It's just crazy how it's going. But it's like, that's what I'm saying. And even with the little bit of information I know off of that situation, where it was at, like I said, I can only say, man, it seems like they're looking for it specifically. You know what I mean? Like it's a blessing and a curse, because it's like they want to be us. You know what I mean? You seen the Get Out. We seen Get Out. You know what I'm saying? They envy us so much. They envy us so much. It's like, it's like, usually they say if you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah.
That's not the route they're going. That's like, if you can't beat them, and then the route that the white man is going from since the beginning of time. You know what I'm saying? Wipe them out. If you can't beat them, wipe them out.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like so.
That's what it's looking like.
Yeah.
That's definitely what it's looking like.
Yeah, man.
Crazy shit.
I mean, it's never gonna happen, and that's really the truth. They'll never come to. You know what I'm saying? Until there's a bunch of like mixed looking people running around. You know what I'm saying? Until they really become a minority. You know what I'm saying? They really won't realize it, that that's never gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you can't tell me that just like it's white people everywhere almost, it's just like it's black people everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Or something they're saying or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's never gonna be able to happen, and it won't. So, but you know, some people choose to live in ignorance, and you know what I mean.
It's all good. I mean,
no, that's heavy, but
it is. But I mean, karma's a motherfucker, and it's like,
guaranteed.
you know, some of they shit they just want exclusive for themselves fucking up. Like, you heard about the fucking Tesla car crash?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that motherfucker, bro, like, that shit crazy as fuck. Them niggas fucking, and it's two of them crashed together, nigga. Like, that's crazy as shit. It's like they fucking targeted each other, nigga. Like, damn, on some bumper car shit.
Bruh, and it's so crazy about that, because it's so many of the cars. Like, we live in the Bay, you know, Silicon Valley hub. You know what I'm saying? There's so many of those cars, like Teslas. And people, you know, Tesla's booming out here. People are driving them. But there's so many of them self-driving cars out there now that are literally and you have no clue ever when any of these cars are controlling themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, all you can do is try to be aware and look what everyone else is doing to try to, you know what I mean, try to protect yourself. But like, one of the articles I was reading about it, the car it just messed around and turned on this autonomous driving feature. You know what I mean? It just came on, like, not even. You know what I mean? Not even trying to do it on purpose, and ended up crashing.
Yeah.
So it's like, so then whose fault is that? Did that man get charged for that? Is that against his insurance? You know what I'm saying? Is that his fault?
That's fault. That's manufacturing fault. So I mean, that's fault.
Is that a lawsuit? That's a
lawsuit
for
yeah,
Tesla.
for sure.
Yeah. But so I'm like,
Big
Tesla,
time.
do you got that much money to pay out on that?
You understand how much them cars cost?
You right? They like 120K.
You know what I'm saying? And you see how many you see around the Bay?
Yeah, you right.
And then think about how many motherfuckers got them shits not in the Bay.
And he got the trucks now. That's like 150 or something.
I think they more than that.
Yeah, they might be.
You know what I'm saying?
They might be, and he got the whole SpaceX venture. So I guess he do got the money
You got a
for
few
it.
versions, yeah.
Man, shout out to him then.
And they got fucking factories everywhere.
Shout out to him. He got the money to just pay these folks off.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I haven't ridden in one.
I sat in one. I haven't rode in one. I haven't rode one yet.
Yeah.
Not yet, but I probably never will. That's over with.
Yeah, low key. I'm like, I don't even know if I want to try it no more.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's
I ain't
over
gonna lie. I be seeing Duval on the snap.
Yeah,
you know,
no,
shout out to
wildin'.
Lil Duval. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to bro.
And he do be, and look, and he not trying to. And I wouldn't even say he's stunting. You know what I'm saying?
He's stunting.
He's stunting.
He full blown.
He full blown, but it's like, okay, do your thug. Look, it's saucy.
Respect. You got it. Do it.
It's saucy, and that's why I was like, look, if I had the feature on the car I had right now, I probably would use it.
Yeah.
I guess I could leave it at that. I'll just leave it at that. Like I can't pass no judgment on nobody. You know what I'm saying? Or say I don't want to ride in a car that has that. If I had it on my car right now, I'll probably use that feature.
For sure.
And if a car I get,
we do. It's just not. It's not all the way like it'll park for you, get over in lanes for you. Cruise control. That's basically what it is. It's just like, it's just like shit. Extended cruise control. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's all that shit is.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what I mean?
what I'm saying. And you can't tell me that we're not gonna get to a point to where most of the base standard versions of cars are gonna have those features available to them.
Yeah, I
You know
mean
what I'm saying?
they really trying to put a lot of things in the past, like a lot of movies and shit we saw.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a whole bunch of bullshit. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like Our Robot, Fifth Element, and a whole bunch of other shit's finna come to pass like within the next 20 years. Like, bro, these niggas out here wilding.
Oh man.
They already got the robots doing all kind of shit. You feel me?
Yeah, robots
all
is finna be.
kind of shit.
I just seen an article the other day where a robot was running for mayor of some place in Japan. I promise you, there was a robot running for mayor for somewhere in Japan, like, and talk about he's doing analyzing statistical numbers of what people are wanting and voting for, and literally distribute out the most fair and equal way, fair and like equal, way of distributing like benefits or whatever.
If it's one, it's a wrap. That happens, it's over, bro. It's over. It's gonna be over, and we're gonna get it for
it's gonna be
different ways.
Unbiased.
Different ways.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's what people are gonna be rooting for it about. It's gonna be like he's unbiased. Like he has no agenda, except for the person who programmed the robot.
Yeah.
But whatever. But the robot is unbiased. He has no agenda. You know what I'm saying? Like. You know what I mean? He's not taking money from these corporate fat cats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like. Oh my gosh, that's scary because Japan be riding the top of the wave of the electronics. Japan is trying to ride. America gets to riding the wave. Japan is at the top of that thing, like looking down on us, trying to get our footing into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you already know what time it is.
Fuck.
You already know what time it is.
Yeah, it is what it is, bro.
Bruh.
At this point.
Oh my god.
They let it go too far.
We in the Bay right now, and the malls got robot security. You know what I'm saying? Running around.
I've seen
little
that.
robot security droids running around, man. Like, and waiting, and okay, now it's a little bot that's just rolling around. Wait till it's a full body looking machine type something, you know what I'm saying, with some arms down to mess around and extend and grab and snatch your ass up. You know what I mean? Like as you thinking you finna get away from something.
Motherfucking man, if I malfunction and goddamn rip your whole goddamn spinal cord goddamn shit out. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, he's just snatch this right out the back of your neck.
Yeah,
like
bro.
Shit. Man,
take your shit right out.
I'm telling you, it's a short time away from that for sure. And they gonna be fast because they just gonna be on the traction on the wheels, you know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully by that point, maybe we might got some jetpacks on the shoes or something. That may get us like a little bit of boost. Hopefully,
shit, got the weapons to fucking goddamn fight there.
Because you know what? I'm starting to think it might be a setup from the people that are building these robots low key. Because why are they building all these robots that are capable of all this stuff, but they're not yet building things that are making humans more capable of things? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. They're giving people legs, you know what I mean? Full legs, like people running track with full armored robotic legs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they ain't said that them legs are necessarily making them run faster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They ain't put nothing out. They not, as far as I know, they haven't established nothing that's on some like this is improving humans muscle like functionality, you know what I mean? Like this is making us run faster, this is making us stronger, you know what I mean? This is making us jump higher, you know, this is making us move around more efficiently, you know what I mean? They're doing all this stuff that robots are capable of, you know what I mean? That's like robot dogs climbing on walls, you know what I'm saying? Like, but they ain't building nothing yet. They ain't, bruh, that can do everything. That can get up them stairs. They taking 3 steps up full 16 flight stairs, you know what I mean? Like, they 3 steps up them things. You know what I mean? But they ain't doing nothing yet. That's for humans. That can get us something to fight these things just yet. And they trying to take away our guns. And they're on the way to try to take away the guns. Right along at the same time.
Think about it. Them guns ain't gonna be able to do shit.
Well, low key, yeah, no. I mean, we need like laser type something. I figure like
slice and dice their ass.
Yeah, something like some heated something. You know what I mean? And just slice all right through their body, like through the body.
Frozen shit, slow that down a little bit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Try to fucking get them out of there.
I don't see none of that coming out yet.
Yeah, I know. We just got to get the smart people to do the shit.
Oh man,
that ain't trying to take over the world.
I'm starting to think it might really look. Like, cause it's like I feel like it's Japan on the low. I know America's working on some. Russia got to be working on some. You know what I'm saying? And, like, if it was a space race, it got to be a robotics race. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, most definitely.
Like, it got to be. You
Most
know what I
definitely.
mean?
Most
So,
definitely.
like, it's they're all looking to eventually see world domination on the low, on the very subtlest of keys. You know what I mean? America's been holding it down, like, for a little while. I don't feel like Japan is low-key big enough to really rock it. You know what I mean? And really do nothing seriously with it. But, and if Russia keep finessing their way into our back pocket, you know what I mean, into cash flow front pockets, you know what I'm saying, into whispering ears, ain't no telling what they might be capable of on the really real. But cause I don't know how much longer they gonna keep letting this front of America being the top of the top, like, go on. You know what I mean? I feel like someone's gonna get to the point they're exposing it. You know what I mean? Or like,
I feel like before that they gonna hit us with another one of these weather disasters. You know what I'm saying? Cause you see it coming. Cause like, look what just happened to what that was on the 16th. You know what I'm saying?
out here in the Bay.
Yeah,
little earthquake.
San Jose. You know what I'm saying? The earthquake and shit.
Yeah.
They gonna hit us with some bullshit like that.
Yeah. I see.
Crazy
Like, they be trying to throw little mini ones in to keep everybody hip. Like, hey, it's possible. It's possible.
Yeah.
You never know. And you know, and I ain't gonna lie, that was the first like for real earthquake I felt. It wasn't that major like that, but I for sure, look, you didn't feel it. I for sure felt it enough to where it caught me where it like, and I was like, hold on. Like, ain't no what? That didn't feel regular. You know what I'm saying? Like, that didn't feel like regular. Hold on, that was a little bit. That didn't feel. I felt a nice little sway on that thing. I'm like, hold on.
I know I ain't drunk.
Yeah, no. Man, it's 9:30 in the morning. Like, what in the world? I slept good last night as far as I know.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that thing. So I feel like I get you on that. You know what I mean? Like, low key, Kodak said, how do you think they control the weather where everything Hurricane Harvey from?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, man, there's a movie I was just looking at actually. It's something where they're talking about it's like a place in the future or something like that, and it's like a bunch of satellites that are above in Earth's atmosphere. You know what I mean? Like 200 some satellites. And it's all surrounding the Earth's atmosphere, basically. You know what I mean? It's like it's kind of a way to send information and everything like that.
Yeah.
But that's essentially another way to control the weather. You know what I mean? All around the whole Earth. You know what I mean? So it's basically like a bunch of I'm tripping. Triple X. It was the newest Triple X movie with Vin Diesel. They were trying to figure out a way to break down all the satellites or something, you know what I mean, so it could disrupt the Earth's whole like flow and everything, and like, you know, making people aware that they're really like controlling everything going on the low, you know what I'm saying? You know, they always trying to keep that on the low key, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, like, and look, that's what I mean. You talk about how movies like show stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like on the under, but like they put it out in our face, but you know what I mean? They hide it in plain sight. You know? So
You already know. You already know how they do, bro. You already know how they do. So I mean, you just said it. I mean, y'all just got to get held to it.
Man, get hit, man. And it's like, and it's not even. Yeah, there's a such thing as conspiracy theories, but there's also a such thing as where there's smoke, there's fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, so look, you choose to get into what you want to, and you can always with the internet now, you can always find something that can, you know what I mean, help make you believe whatever you want to believe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
Like you can always find something that's gonna do that. So. You know what I mean? You gotta get hip on it. You gotta stay savvy on your own time, on your own part.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't always believe what you see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I say that as kind of a gullible person on the low. Not gullible, like, I'm more like, I don't never think too much into what people are saying to think whether they're lying or not. You know what I mean? Like, I believe it initially off bat because I'm not even thinking too much into it, because it's just like, especially if it's just like a regular conversation type something. If I'm really talking to a person, I'm really trying to hear what they're trying to talk about. Like, boom, okay, I'm gonna be really thinking about what you're saying. But if we just on some like just talking bar type scenarios, like just chatting it up, like I'm not believing anything you're telling me because I ain't even thinking nothing of it. I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna forget it truthfully. Like
Yeah.
past that conversation, I'm probably gonna forget it low key. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, even with the discovery that we just made about our partner, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Our longtime partner, low key, that we've been knowing that man, and just made a really eye-opening discovery about some info that he gave us from initial meeting. You know what I mean? And Cash just ran with it.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? And now continue on running. You know what I mean? It's a small world. You know what I'm saying? Which I really didn't even like that cliche coming up when I was younger, low key.
Yeah,
But I had to, it
came true.
yeah, it became a cliche for a reason. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
like so, and that's some eye opening information. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, hey, that was been your experience today, man. It was a little, just another little episode. You know what I'm saying, with me and my mans. This is a Thursday. You know what I'm saying. We talked a little bit about some plows. This is what's today? The 18th.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but stay on the lookout. Stay on the lookout for the 420 vibes review. You know what I'm saying. We're gonna be doing some things up, putting some videos up on YouTube. You know what I mean. But we all get that everything posted. You know what I'm saying. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Everywhere you can get podcasts. Subscribe to the YouTube. Experience the podcast. Follow the podcast on Instagram. You know what I mean. Follow me, Jay the People. You know what I'm saying. Follow my mans.
And I'm Kountry K.
Yeah. Nah, man, and talk to us. You know what I'm saying. Subscribe. Like I said, comment. You know what I mean. Stay on the lookout though. Appreciate the support. You know what I mean.
Yeah. Peace.